Hey, Stalker. Come, sit by the fire. Warm your hands. Let me yap a little. Video killed the radio star. Digital did away with analog. We live in the timeline of everyone having a hell brick in their pocket, and a generation of the terminally online are rising up into the ranks of adulthood. With the hardest gamers, Instagram micro-celebrities, and armchair activists coming of age in a rather empty-feeling world. I feel a lot of 20-somethings like me are looking back at the life they built themselves and realizing their hobbies amount to nothing. Hard line, I know, but let me cook. Most computer-based content is a numbers game. Video games, gambling, social media, gambling, dating apps, gambling, they're all based on number go up. Sometimes this number is life-changing, but that's a small percentage of success, being made as tantalizing as possible by the masters who profit off them. The concept of likes or views, or to an extent even money, always just felt too abstract to really appreciate. To me, anyway. I don't think you can base your dopamine off a number. I think all the miserable millionaires and billionaires are proof of this. I think a big part of why billionaires are so miserable in the digital age is because they can no longer realistically build a big vault full of money for them to swim in. I imagine that's like, having a fish out of water. My point being, the more intangible things become, whether it's people's approval or people's money, the harder it is to appreciate just what it represents. I like YouTube a lot, but I quickly noticed the pitfall of tying my identity to this number. It's a grand number to me, but a drop in the ocean on the grand scale. How easy it is to compare yourself to others and find yourself wanting. Losing a subscriber felt like a personal damnation of my content, which is just kind of ridiculous. Obviously, if my sub count adds some zeros, I suddenly have a new job, but I still can't put my self-worth in this number. I love making videos, but aside from all internet empires being founded on sand, editing in YouTube can also be a very delayed form of gratification. To counteract my many number-based activities, I have analog hobbies. I paint, play guitar, work out, I brew, I touch things. Serotonin, in a nutshell, releases when you experience different things. Different foods, scenery, people, different sensations. How much time do you spend punching on keys or swiping your screen? I'm guilty of it even still, and I kinda fucking hate it every time I do it. I have decent control of my moods. That is to say, if I want to be depressed, I binge YouTube and play War Thunder. If I want to improve my mood, I pick up my guitar or brush, guaranteed to at least get my mind off it. Aside from my kids these days on their damn phones boomerisms, I think we all forget that most of our favorite games and apps are expressly engineered by psychologists who get paid handsomely to keep us rage-baited because anger is the most engaging emotion. The world can be pretty shit, it's true. But the internet is always worse. Eventually a habit becomes an extension of yourself, and I'm just not interested in my brain being molded into the perfect domesticated animal for someone to sell slop to. I won't lie on my deathbed and lament I didn't spend more time giving my phone a dispassionate 1,000-yard stare as I contemplated my dopamine receptors being so fried that an algorithm specifically designed to my taste was boring me.
Patrick?
Just do something that isn't designed for you to win, to gratify you. I'm not saying go dump $5 on a Les Paul. Don't buy a painter's suite. But my first guitar was £10 at the thrift shop. If you want to do something, you can find a good deal on the start. I won't knock digital either. Plenty of artists are making absolute cinema in music synthesizing and editing softwares. Just find something in your life that's constructive but not arbitrated by a high score. The gym gets a pass, but you should be doing that anyway. You should think about middle school. What did you like that made you cringe? Comic books? Orchestra? My new roommate trapezes through silks. Some shit I ain't never heard of, but I'm gonna try it out for shiggles anyway. Do the weird shit that fascinates you, because no one will care if you were a chill dude just relaxing all your life. NPC behavior. Conformity is a tragedy. The more weird talents I draw out of myself from trying new things and honing my skills, the more interesting I seem to become to others, which, since we truly live in a society, has to be a good thing. Nobody's getting hurt, and I'm building myself and building my friend circle by having more experiences and interests that I can relate to others. I'll stake my claim on this hill, that getting off the goddamn computer and just doing something without the bounds of your keyboard and mouse will give you a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Touch grass. Nuclear take, I know. A million people have identified the problem, but just telling someone to touch grass doesn't actually do anything. You walk out your door with no notion of a plan, you look around at the urban hell you live in, and you go home sadder than you left. Of course, because you do need to be looking for something out there. My passions developed fairly naturally. I was the kid in school who got in trouble for drawing too much, and I never left home without music. It sure as hell isn't that easy for everyone to wake up and say, well, I want to play the intro for The Last of Us, so I guess I have to learn the guitar. And I get it. It's hard to actually even think about what makes you happy when advertisements spend every day trying to tell you what will make you happy. If you're struggling to figure out what you could possibly do with your time other than doom scrolling, I challenge you to go for a walk. No buds, no phone, raw, no rubber. Just take a 20-minute walk and osmosis the sights and sounds around you. See what grabs your attention. A garden? A mural? A stream? Why? Do you want to tend to it? Do you want to make your own? Do you want to fish in it, or preserve its beauty in a photo? It's your brain, you can trace the track of your logic train. What in your core draws you to it? For me, I like making things. Simple as. It's what kept me in construction, it's what keeps me painting, it's what drives me to make these videos. I'm a creative, through and through. So what about you? Also, I wasted my early 20s aimlessly drinking, drifting between jobs, and playing Vidya. All these skills of mine have developed over like 2 years tops. It's never too late to get out of your comfort zone either. Doing new things can be incredibly uncomfortable, and it may take a lot of new experiences for you to find something that resonates with you. But if you find something that you can't help but keep trying, if it seeps into your mind throughout your day, if you are frustrated not by the act, but the failure in your perfecting of it, congratulations, you found a passion. Chase it. See where it leads you. Maybe it's a big number. Maybe it's self-fulfillment. So long as you're proud of what you're doing, I think you're doing it right. In the words of an alcoholic post office worker, find what you love and let it kill you.
There's a round button which says push.
Like and subscribe for more rants and reviews, and special thanks to What Did You Expect, an actually good username, for signing up as one of the boys. Thanks, lad. Y'all have a good one.